did these smiles and laughs today. I appreciate
good vibes all around.
Yeah.
All right, we're recording. I think we've got it, Heather. Yes?
Yes. All right. It is October 28th. This is Microsoft Office Hours. I'm sorry. I actually literally have to look down at the date every single Thursday because I can never remember where we are anymore. So yes, it is Microsoft Office Hours. It is Thursday, October 28th. Thank you so much for joining us. I am Heather Cox. With me today is...
Hey everybody, Stephanie Stevens.
Victoria Dean.
Andrea Tseng-Rioux.
All right, and not only is she our fun co-host that joins us here, she's presenting again. Let me talk about the pinch hitter of the century. Every time we need something, we go, Andrea, we're going to need you. So we told you last week we were going to do whiteboard. We are still doing whiteboard. They just needed to do a couple of some last minute changes. So we've pushed that session. And so Andrea's here because Planner was on our agenda. That was something we've talked about doing. And so we're going to have Andrea talk to us about Planner. But Andrea, we have congratulated you on the job, but this is your first time presenting as an official Microsoft employee. So you were always doing it at the MLC side. So Andrea, we'll turn off our cameras and mics, and then we're going to follow some directions from you, I believe, during this session.
I have asked my folks, because normally when I do this session, it's very interactive, but there's over 100 of you, and there's only one of me. So I've asked my team to go in on a planner board that I'm going to use for a demo and add some random things. I also want to congratulate, not only has my backfill been hired, she is replacing me. She's going to do phenomenal. Abby Roberts, I believe, is on this call if she wants to turn on her camera and say hello. She is the new Microsoft Learning Consultant supporting the Southeast. This is Abby. We're super excited to have her, and hopefully she'll get to do some presentations for you guys in the future. So thanks for joining us, Abby. And Abby, if you will maybe back me up the same way you did this morning with the chat, because I am in the same position of not being able to see the chat once I share my screen. Because y'all, I flew in yesterday. It's a long flight from California to Atlanta, but I am here in Atlanta with my family and in town for GAETC next week. So I only have one monitor. So I'm learning the struggles here. So Abby backed me up this morning moderating the chat, and she's going to do the same again. And I just told her that. So y'all, she's that awesome. She can roll that fast. All right, share my screen, get my presentation up here. And as always, I will make sure that this presentation gets dropped in the team following today's session. But we are talking about Planner. It is a Microsoft 365 app that is built right in, and Planner is really designed for teamwork. And this is just that basic definition. Microsoft Planner is a teamwork-oriented tool that can be used for a variety of ways, including team management, file sharing, organization. All of that can happen right inside of Planner, as well as inside of Teams. Microsoft offers a ton of tools for task management and work management. So the first thing that I want to show you is a comparison of To-Do, Planner, and Lists. And we are talking about the middle one today. But To-Do is that individual app that makes it really easy to plan your day and schedule things and have that checklist of your tasks to mark off. Are you guys getting an echo?
It's not that bad.
I'm getting it. Why am I getting it? Everything's off. Okay, I'm just making sure that I'm not doing something weird. Planner, the one we're going to talk about today, is totally visual, and it's really task management across your team. I use it sometimes for myself individually, but it's really meant for lots of folks, and you do get some fixed metadata. If you need more than what Planner has to offer, or you need databases or work processes, then you're going to want to look at lists, and you can use automation and all kinds of things to make it work phenomenally well. So I am going really fast with this because we've got only about 25 minutes. But basic functionality and layout of Planner is what I want you to see. And how to create a plan in a Teams channel and what types of scenarios students and staff might have for Planner. So here's just a quick video. Let me make sure the audio is going. To help give you an overall idea if you've never seen Planner before. So again, visual, manage across team members, and that quick and easy fixed metadata. So a couple scenarios to consider is planning student projects, multi-step curriculum activities where you want students to complete different things, PLC collaboration, project management, task management. I'm hearing the echo and I'm not sure. I apologize, everybody. I don't know how to make it stop. So I'm going to pull up, let me leave this presentation, and the presentation from here on just shows you step by step what to do. I'm going to do a live demo just to help out here. So I'm going to open up my planner. Hopefully my teammates will start adding to it, but I just went to the waffle and opened up Planner so that I could get, there we go, there's all the things. They have added their items that needed to get completed here to the plan. So simple to do that. I've got my buckets right here across the top. I love that Stephanie's added a wish list, and Darren's already, she already knows that Darren needs to get her that item, but it's really simple to add a task. So I simply just click on add a task and I open it up and give it a title. Office hour. I can click to set the due date, and I can assign it to one of our colleagues, or I can even assign it to myself, and I can add the task. After I've added that task, maybe I need to move that task. I can quickly and easily just click it and drag it to another bucket. We've got several buckets here across the top. I can also move it back, move it around if I want them in different orders. And when I click to open that specific option, I could also add a second person. So maybe I'm going to add Darren. I don't even know if he's on the call with us, and he's going to be surprised when he gets all these notifications. But I can add somebody else to that item as well. I can add the labels. As you can see, they've renamed a couple of these. Purple's my color, everybody knows, so I'm going to give it the purple tag. If I wanted to rename it, I can click that pencil and rename that tag. I can change the bucket. I could say that it's in progress. Start date, due date. And then when I create either notes, checklist, or an attachment, I can decide which of these three I'm going to show on that card. And I can also leave comments about it, and it updates in real time. So you can see that I've been added those options, and they're all right there. When you add an attachment that's an image, you will see that the attachment, she selected show on card, and that's how you end up with the image on that card to really make it visual, that it is there for everybody to see. Just double checking, making sure Abby, I haven't missed anything. Any questions that I might have
not
missed?
so far. Everybody's just commenting on features that they love.
Oh, perfect. Any features you want to call out that I might have missed?
The assigned to me list and tasks by planner within Teams. It eliminates the do I owe you something question. And then Jared mentioned that they use it for their project management. And how it's evolved over the years.
Perfect. So I'm in the actual planner app, which does have an integration into Teams, which I am going to show you in just a few minutes, but it also stands alone as its own app and has a mobile app as well. But some of the things I really like about the application itself on the web, if I go into settings, I can.
I just marked the completed task. Dress up and show to use. Just wanted to make sure that was marked as completed.
You can mark Heather complete for that task. Thank you.
All right. So right here, why isn't it letting me get to it? I can change where did it go? I just did this, y'all. I am not kidding you. Oh, wait. Info right here. There it is. Click on the title of your plan, and you can add colors and images to the back of your plan. So I was looking for one that was a little bit more holiday, but for now I am going to go with this one that is that checklist of options here in my plan settings. I can go in to change the plan, the group if I need to, and I can also adjust my notification stuff. This is where you can adjust those notifications if you're getting too many notifications from a planner that you want to kind of reduce. Open it up and look at it at the web view so that you can adjust those. And you can also add an image here, but it will pull the image from a team if it's attached to a team.
I had no idea you could add an image to the background.
Right? So cool. Okay.
Hey,
so
Andrea. You're doing it exactly right now. You're doing exactly what I was going to say. Can you show the different views of the charts and the schedule and all of that other stuff?
Oh, yes, but that's not quite yet. I'm getting there. That is definitely coming. I want to show you a couple of the other features that you can only do in the web version before we go into Teams, and then I'm going to definitely show you those fixed metadata points with the charts and the schedule and all the different views that you have. But when you create a planner, you are creating a group, and you've got a couple other options. You've got plan settings that you can adjust where we were just a moment ago. But down here, this was the question that everybody had when we brought up Planner before, is that you wanted to be able to add it to Outlook to get that checklist there. You can add it. You can add the plan to your Outlook calendar. And I had to do some research on how to do this, and I decided the best thing to do is to show you the how-to video. So that's what I'm going to show you right now, and then I'm going to show you what Stephanie just asked about in just a moment ago. So open that all the way up, make sure my audio is shared. Here we go.
Plan your time better by seeing your planner tasks on your Outlook calendar. Top of your plan, select the three dots, then look for Add Plan to Outlook Calendar. Don't see it? Ask the plan owner to turn it on. To publish the plan as an Outlook calendar, the plan owner needs to select the three dots, Add Plan to Outlook Calendar, and Publish, and then Add to Outlook. Now, all members of the plan can see and select Add Plan to Outlook Calendar. Next, you'll see the calendar subscription page of Outlook. Change the name of the calendar if you like, and then select Import. In Outlook, your planner calendar is under Other Calendars. Choose a planner task to see a quick view. To see more details, select the View Event arrow. Here you can see dates, progress, and a checklist summary, or open this task in Microsoft Planner. In Planner, you're able to edit the task as usual.
All right, so I will drop this link in the chat at the end today just so that everybody sees it. There was a lot happening on the chat. I was getting some vibrations. Abby, you want to fill me in? What did I miss? Was there a question around the adding Outlook?
There was a question from Jennifer, but I think Stephanie may have answered it. When you add a plan to Outlook, will it only add it to my calendar or the calendar of everyone who has assigned tasks? And I think Stephanie answered that. And then there were a couple other questions that we had come up. All right. So the other questions on the labels, have they expanded the amount of labels that you can have?
So in short, they have. So I'm just going to open up open up this Take Holiday Pictures here. It used to be that we just had the pastel colors. There was 5 or 6 of them. And I now want to say, I've never counted these, but all of the darker tones are here as well. So you've got the pastels, you've got the metallics, and you've got the vibrance is what I'm going to call them. And as you can see here, we've got light green, dark green, teal, light blue, dark blue before we get into lavender and plum. So I think you've got several more. Another one of the things that I love to do on the labels themselves is that Windows period to get to the GIFs, to add a GIF to the label. Where did it go? I was editing label. And can make that the label itself. So you can add those to your labels as well.
Okay, another question that we had was, does this have RBAC, and can you tag planner elements with sensitivity labels?
You can tag the planner itself with sensitivity labels if your organization is using that. So when you go to create a new plan and you can see here sensitivity, you can label the entire plan as highly confidential, internal only, internal NDA. So those are the ones that my organization has access to. If your organization has the sensitivity labels turned on, you can select from what your organization has turned on.
Okay, and going back to the labels, Jason put in, I use labels, but I don't see a way to show stats based on the labels. Are we missing something?
So I don't believe that we have that in Planner at this time either. I only show the ability to show that via the different charts that you have. So here in the charts, I can see status, bucket, so which buckets they're in, and then the priority levels. And then I can see who's been assigned what tasks. I can't see those items as far as by the labels. So
you can go over to the group by bucket in the top right though, and drop down right in the top right of over one. There you go. Yeah, and then group by labels that way. So I don't know if that's helpful for you or not helpful. Like all of the hearts would be that way. Yeah.
So here, when you change your buckets, it's also going to change all of yours. So it's pulling up every single bucket, not just the ones that you're actively using, just to be aware there. And so that allows you to see it, but it doesn't have any of the charts that you would be able to see that under here in the charts view.
It looks like the question about the Gantt chart, view the project timeline as a Gantt chart, has been answered pretty well in the chat. But then one more, is it possible to restore a deleted plan?
So my understanding to restore a deleted plan would be from the SharePoint group if you went into SharePoint that way. But if the plan's been deleted from just the planner view, you would not be able to restore it. And you can't restore items that have been deleted off a plan. So there is no way to do that. If you need that type of support, List is definitely your tool to use there. I am going to pop open Teams now in my demo environment here. As you can see, I have a set of buckets. There isn't a lot in here right now. That's actually not Teams. Let me open up Teams. Inside of Teams with planners, you've got those same abilities to see those features. Oh dear gosh. Come on. what I wanted you to see within the, hang on a second.
While Andrea's looking around, give us a thumbs up. How many people are already regularly using Planner? Is anyone already using it? Like, you know, okay, I see a couple. Yep. So Andrea also mentioned lists. How many of you have ever Ross, how many of you have ever used lists? That's another one that she said. Oh, we got some with lists. That may be the great thing about, and I'll turn it back over in 1 second, Andrea. The great thing about what we've got is just so many different options to personalize that experience of organization, whether it's Planner, whether it's lists. Scott mentioned To Do. It just really depends on what works for you and for the team that you are collaborating with. So go for it, Andrea.
Yeah, absolutely. So here I am looking at the Tasks app on the left-hand bar, which includes Planner and To Do. So what I love about this is it brings both of those checklists type programs into one place and allows me to see tasks that are specifically assigned to me, whether it's on a planner board or it's something that I added to Do on my own. And I can see all the tasks that are assigned to me. By clicking here, that pulls them in from everywhere. These are all the tasks that are created and assigned specifically to me. And then I can go down to these individual items and look at a planner that is assigned to a specific team. As you can see, I created one here for Heather, and I can also switch back to the board view and look at those buckets to be able to use them inside of the Tasks by Planner and To Do app instead of going to that channel where you have that planner specifically. So here you'll notice that it's actually on a playground channel inside this demo team. So if I go to teams themselves and I go to my demo and I go to the playground channel, you'll notice up here at the top, of course, there it is, I have the planner inside of the team. And when I create it inside the team, everybody on the team is automatically added to it. So they are able to utilize the plan, and I don't have to individually add them like I need to in the actual planner app itself. And I can get to those lists, charts. Again, the charts are very much fixed. There's no way to adjust them. What you get is what you get. But then I can also go to the schedule and I can see a calendar view and see it on the week versus the month. And I can see all of those items, whether this one's got a red label. I'm sorry, not a red label. It's late and it has a in progress and it's showing it right on the date. And I can add to from the calendar view as well.
I think what's great about Planner as well is, in addition to the fact that we have different organizing tools, but the fact that you can use Planner in those different settings. I love an Outlook calendar. I live and die by my Outlook calendar. So the fact that I can have Planner be added to my Outlook calendar, the fact that I can see it right in Teams. I'm in Teams all day, all the time. So you know, if you need to open it independently, maybe you want to have it just on that full separate screen. I just love that the options are there for your personal working style and the view that you're looking to use. So I find that awesome that it really bends to what you need.
One of the things that I love is I keep a Surface Go next to me all the time with my pen, and I have the Surface set to turn handwritten into text. I can hit the Edge browser and have it open up Planner, and I can handwrite my tasks right on here. And so it imitates that handwriting with my Flair pen onto my sticky note so that I have all of the items that I need to complete right in one place. And then I can get back to it on the computer so I can have that handwriting experience for that memory. But then it still looks organized and it is typed out. It's not actually in my handwriting.
Catherine just asked a question. Where can you handwrite?
Yeah, so on the Surface Go into your alternate keyboards, and in your keyboards, one of them is an actual writing bar, and it will turn it to text.
Huh? There you go. Oh, bless you. It's fun. Your background is great for when you sneeze because you like fully disappear, and then there's this just like black screen with the pumpkin there. I will tell you, I learned so much about Planner today, y'all. I just every time Andrea presents something, I know I learned something new. And fully just love this. And then yeah, we've now not only have we had such a great session with Planner, but we've gotten ideas for multiple other sessions to come. Andrea, you want to keep going before I cut you off there?
No, I am done. I will share this slide deck. You can take this slide deck to roll it out to your teams and faculty and staffs as well. These are all, step by step with direction. So I will provide all of that for you. After the planner in Teams is where you can see those use cases and how to use it and how to add it right to Teams if you would like as well. And then the very last slide is a ton of resources for you to get back to be able to use Planner. And I just remembered one last tip that I do want to share with you. And I learned this from one of our customers a long time ago, and I never remember it. But from the app version, you can copy the plan and all of the tasks, not just the buckets, and duplicate that. So if you think it's something that you're going to use year after year, before you check off all the tasks, use that copy plan or make it as a template. Like if you're doing a retrofit for a school site and you're going to have 100 retrofits of the exact same, gives you that ability to continue to use that. And the only place you can use that copy plan is from the app, but you can, once you create it, add it as a tab in your channels inside of Teams. All right, that's it. I'm done for real this time. And I will stop sharing my screen and hand it back to you, Heather.
I loved it. Absolutely.
It was awesome. Also, I think it takes a special person to appreciate such organizational tools. I'm an organized person because I have to be, but these two that you're looking at that are not me on screen live, eat, breathe, sleep, and like have the joie de vivre out of organization tools and colored pens. So
I think when she said Flair pen, that's when I really lit up.
I know, you really came alive. You came alive.
Garrett, are you still on the call? Can you turn your camera on so we can see your face?
Oh, I guess so. Give me one second.
Yay! Garrett's back. For those of you who don't know, Garrett was on paternity leave. Are you officially back with us?
I'm officially back. It's great to be back.
Yay.
Sorry I was a little late today.
No worries. We're just happy you're back with us. Thank you so much for popping on. As we mentioned at the very, very beginning, this call will not be taking place next week because several of us will be at the GAETC, Georgia EdTech Conference here in Georgia. So do not go on this week. Don't do it. Or next week, I mean. Don't go into the chat. I do appreciate all of you, though, who go in and tell people the call is not taking place. I always love that every week. You're like, there's no call. There's no call, guys. There's no call. But I will try to remember to send an email to do that. Scott says Teams Live. Steph and I were going to attempt to do some random Twitter live streaming and stuff. So, you might find us there. But
hit us up on the socials.
Yeah.
Heather?
Yes.
So you can put it in the bold letters that next week there is no call so that everybody can.
Yes.
I'm
put it in the bold letters, Heather. Put it in the bold letters.
I'm going to keep the people away as best I can, man.
Because I'm the one who always logs in and says, oh, no one is there. Why? So after that, oh, okay. So if I see those letters, Oh.
I'll hook you up. I'll make sure that I remind you guys, and then
Put
we
it
will
in
be
the
back,
planner.
like I said. Put it in the planner. We will be back on November 11th on Veterans Day. If you're a veteran, please let us know when we are on that call so we can please recognize you. We will be back then, and it will be the whiteboard team because there have been so many changes to whiteboard. So we are very excited to see
Huge
that.
updates.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it's going to be amazing. So thank you guys all for joining. I'm going to stop the recording, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.